Louisville at Miami. This is a game that I had bet on Louisville and cashed in. This was the one that I actually felt most confident about. Never a sweat. No, just kidding. There was
It went
certainly a
about like we
sweat.
thought it would, I think.
Well, in a 1 point spread,
Yeah.
went in by 7. You know what, Louisville fans, you can hang your hat on this one. This was a good victory. Look, when Miami plays, mistake-free football, and by mistakes I mean turnovers, they're a tough team to beat, man. They're very talented. They have a balanced approach. So tough to deal with whenever things are clicking for them. But the momentum just swayed back and forth and back and forth. If you look at the win prediction meter, it looked like a freaking EKG machine, man. I mean, it was Miami, in the first quarter, and then Louisville, and then Miami and Louisville. I mean, it was back and forth. Very, very, very good game and well played game. Um, so Coleman for Louisville catches a 58-yard touchdown with 4:17 left in the game to go up 38-31, and they ultimately stop Miami close to the red zone there on 4th down to win the game. Jack Plummer looks good. 24 of 37, 308 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Looks good. Um, Louisville ran for 162 yards, 4.8 average. That was led by Guerindo. I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I've been watching him all year. He had 93 yards, but 12 Louisville players caught passes in this game. They spread the ball around really, really well. Jamari Thrash seems hurt. I
Yeah,
don't know what the deal
he
is
is.
there. He only had 1 reception and 7 yards.
They mentioned it before the
It
game.
definitely did. Yeah, I know he's a little banged up, and when he did make the catch he made, it looked like it hurt him a little more. I don't know. They're gonna need him, I feel like, in the long run, but this clinches an ACC title bid against FSU, who everybody probably at this point, if you don't know, Jordan Travis went out of that. Maybe you don't know because they played like North Alabama or something, like an elementary school team. But Jordan Travis went out with an absolutely gruesome injury, um, really, really, really bad, and it's going to it's going to take him out for the rest of the year, and I'm just hoping at this point that he doesn't have some permanent injuries from that because it was a really, really, really bad one. All in all, Louisville looks like they are in a really good spot now with Jordan Travis being out. Man, I mean, they look like they are in a really, really good spot. Did you get a chance to watch this game, and what did you think?
But yeah, in Louisville and Miami, um, I thought this was a great game. Another noon slate that had me, tuned in, and um, it was very back and forth, like Mark mentioned. It was a lot more on the ground, I think, than we anticipated. Louisville had 162 yards. Miami was right there at 159. These were two very good rushing defenses. So to see them, which I mean, it's not like they rush for over 200 or anything, but to see the run game get going kind of for each team, I thought was pretty important, and it really made it a very close game. Um, Jack Plummer had over 300 yards. Tyler Van Dyke had over 300 yards. Tyler Van Dyke, man, he showed some guts in this game. I thought that for all the flack that he was given, pregame and off the field, and he was talking about how he's not going to let. And we mentioned this on the show, but he was talking about how he's not going to let football affect his happiness, and
Yeah,
he showed a lot of fight, I thought, and played a pretty good game. I mean, 24-39, 327 for 1 touchdown, no interceptions. That's fine. If he could do that all year, they probably would have won a couple more games. But Restrepo just absolutely went off. 8 receptions, 193 yards, and a touchdown. He's a really fun player to watch. Very similar to Ladd McConkey, I think, in a lot of ways, in his twitchiness, and he's very sure-handed. He's very fun to watch. And Louisville kind of did it a different way, and they had what, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8. They had 12 different players get a reception in this game. So they really spread the ball out a lot and got it done. I mean, they got the W. Like you mentioned, Thrash was banged up, only one catch there. So they're kind of having to do it by committee, but it was pretty awesome to see. I think that we were on the right side of it and thinking that Louisville would win this game, but Miami showed that they're a pretty tough team, and they may not be there this year, but look for Miami to take another step next year. I do think that they've improved from last year under Mario Cristobal's first season. And I think they make another step forward this year and this coming up year, and I'm excited to see it. But it's a great game overall, and another big win for Louisville. And now they got Florida State, a hobbled Florida State, to kind of set their eyes on coming up. They can lose to Kentucky this week, which they might do. Kentucky's not necessarily an easy team, but at the end of the day, they're going to be in the ACC championship, and that's the game that they're most looking forward to at this point.